Hi everybody, welcome to BrickVault. My name is Mike and welcome to the Top 10 MOCs Sunday episode. As usual, I am showing MOCs from the last week that I found to be my favorite over the course of the last few days, and at the end of the episode, stick around because I'm gonna be showing your fan creations, your fan submissions that you guys have sent to our BrickVault Fan MOCs email. Appreciate that a lot, and also all the links as usual to every creations you see from the top 10 list can be found in the description below, so make sure to check out those awesome designers. Without further ado, let's jump into this first MOC.
And starting off with number 10 for this week, we have a series of cars by Markus. He seems to be like a new user on Flickr, but his cars actually caught my eye. Those are great playable scale builds that would fit into any LEGO city and look much better than many of the generic cars we get in LEGO sets. He is very versatile with his builds. Many of those cars are very unique and quite different from each other. And also, if you want, you can find instructions made by him in form of very useful videos. Number 9 seems to be answering the question who you gonna call. Of course the answer is the Ghostbusters, and the guys seem to be having new equipment in their team, and they had Ecto 1 as the car and now they have Ecto 4, 5 and 6. Quite chunky and chubby battle bots to battle the ghosts. This design by Chubby Bots is really fun, a very nice touch on the classic movie, and certainly fits his style of building. We featured his builds a number of times before, and by the way, those bots can battle probably this guy. That's also one of his newest builds, and he's called simply the Pumpkin Mech, perfect for Halloween. Number 8 is a very iconic build from Peter Ilmrud, a builder that has a very unique touch of building things in a glass or plastic transparent dome. His builds are very exquisite pieces to display on the desks, and the newest one is called the Steampunk Chronograph Observatory. As Peter explains, this is a take on those golden clocks in domes that many people have as a very nice display piece, but this one has a steampunk touch to it with the steam engine or power source in the very back. As many times Peter has proven, this doesn't look like LEGO, and I really would love to have this piece on my desk. The clock is of course working, has a full mechanism inside, so you can set up the time you need. I'm always happy to see his unique designs, and this one does not disappoint. Moving up, number 7 is a project from Primoz Mlakar, and this is the Gymkhana 7. If you don't know what Gymkhana is, that is a series of videos, very awesome ones by the way, where Ken Block, one of the famous racing drivers and a really cool drifter and just a crazy guy overall and a petrol head, was doing this video at Gymkhana 7 in the streets of LA with his super powerful Ford car. You should definitely check out the original video, but this diorama takes a lot from that movie and a lot of the vibe that the movie had. This is a massive build. It looks simple from afar, but believe me, it takes a lot of pieces. Ken Block's car, the Unicorn RTR, looks just like in the movie, and parts of the set have functioning pieces like the one to spin his wheels when he was chained to the wall, or when he was doing a 360 drifting circle. Great homage to Gymkhana movies. Again, check them out because they are something really awesome you have to see in your life. Still in the car section, number 6 is a Porsche 911 by Serge S, and this is by far one of the best looking ones I have seen in a LEGO build like ever. The car has all the right curves, and the doors and the hood of course opening. A completely studless build makes it look like a die-cast model, and the customized chrome pieces just add a lot to the sophisticated look. For many, the classic 911 Carrera is one of the most iconic and legendary cars ever made. That is a very good point, and with this model, Serge S is paying a huge homage to this classic design. There are even instructions available, so check out Serge's Flickr page to get more details. Let's switch things a bit with number 5. This is a building by Markus Rollbühler, and this one is called the Royal Academy. And not only the build is very medieval and great looking for any medieval village, but the thing that catches me in this one is that the selection of characters to appear in this small set. My favorite appearance is Geralt the Witcher with Shani. They are standing here in the corner. Geralt of Rivia is one of my favorite fantasy characters of all time. But as we move along to the right of the set, passing some great building techniques for the map for that instance and the arches for the entrance to the main building, we can spot some other notable characters, like for example Dumbledore right there in the middle of the gate. Other areas are also excellent, especially the tree and the main roof section featuring the bird's nest. I think think there is a stork, also a very nice Polish touch. Pretty amazing mock, and I'm pretty sure it's part of a bigger series. We're still into buildings with number 4, that is the Lighthouse by Tim Schwalfenberg. Tim has a very special place in my ranking of the best mock builders after his amazing The Last of Us diorama. That was one of the best things I have ever seen made of Lego, and this time around he comes back with something simpler but looking as excellent in its simple form. You can see that the lighthouse does not have too much of a color combination, but what catches the eye is the building technique. This cobblestone that makes up the entire shape is very well put together. You can see how irregular it is, and things just pop off and on along the height of the entire lighthouse, and the whole rock formation just feels very abandoned, somewhere in the middle of the ocean and being hit by many waves. You can feel the loneliness, the solitude of this set just standing somewhere along the shoreline, and I think that is what makes it special. I just really enjoy the whole concept. Okay, moving up to number 3, this is a massive diorama, a collaboration. It's called The Village of Avalon. It was made by 4 builders, namely Timothy Shortell, Micah the Fire-Breathing Hobbit, the Mountain Hobbit, and also the Cold Blood. I know this is a convention level build, but hey, looks excellent, and I think the build from a few places back, the Royal Academy, would fit here just fine. About this one, I like the fact that even the simpler and like emptier areas look great because of all the detailing. There is the whole market area with the town hall, a lot of medieval buildings with a river crossing through, and all in all just looks so realistic. I like that it's not overcrowded or over detailed, just the perfect amount of everything we need to have a great diorama. I'm pretty sure it took a while, and check out the Flickr pages of 4 builders to make sure you have every possible angle to see this beautiful mock. Number 2 is a sci-fi build around, and something I was really waiting for someone to finally create. This is the Alien Covenant lifter from, of course, the Alien Covenant movie, made by Alien 163NA. And without spoiling too much, guys, you have seen this vehicle in the trailers for the Alien Covenant, and also it takes part in the movie as one of the main action scenes. The whole thing looks pretty legit, very close to the original design from the movie, and I think the scale also catches the massive hauling vehicle very well. If you have seen the scenes with this vehicle, you will appreciate this build, so make sure to check out the Flickr page to see all the shots in high resolution. The only thing that's missing here is a properly scaled xenomorph, and that would be awesome to have one scaled exactly to the arm and to the vehicle to match the action scene from the movie. That would be pretty awesome. Alright, and number 1 I think is a perfect build for the upcoming Halloween. That is the return of Jason from JK Brickworks, and this is his Lego mini chocolate machine. Awesome stuff to hand the candy to the trick-or-treating kids, the best way I have seen so far. And the way it works is pretty simple. He used the Mindstorms unit to create the controls for the conveyor belt that is dispensing small packs of candy. Kids just have to push the jack-o'-lantern or just the pumpkin in the front, and they get their candy bar delivered in 1.5 seconds. The twist here is that there is a skeleton arm and a spider in the front that can be remotely controlled to either close the hand or move the spider to scare the kids. How awesome is that? Maybe the only upgrade I would see here is to use motion sensors so that someone brings a hand for the candy and then just the spider attacks or the hand closes. That would be even a step further. Jason is an excellent builder and has some excellent videos as well, so make sure to check out the link below to find his full video. Alright guys, and that is it for top 10 mocks for this week. Now, as usual, at the end of the episode, I'm showing your creations that you guys have sent to our BrickVault Fan MOCs email. Remember, you can keep sending them, we're gonna be showing them every week. And to make things simpler, just follow the rules. That is 5 pictures per mock, some specific naming for them so I don't have a lot of pictures named the same, and just use the best lighting and camera at your disposal to take those awesome pictures. So thank you for all the submissions, thanks for watching, leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and here are your mocks, cue the music, and I'll see you next time.